Hi, sir. Hi,
Hey,
everybody.
Smita, finally we're talking after some time.
Yes,
We'd been
sir.
traveling and been busy.
Yes,
So superb that finally the score that you wanted for a very long time happened. And just take us through the journey. It's been a prolonged journey for you.
yes,
And especially, I've invited her guys to share the story that if you are nervous in any sense, if you get nerves on the exam, there is no escaping. Even the best of candidates, she's extremely capable, probably was capable of a 780 if she I mean, had all kinds of preparation going. And always it has been seen people who get even the little bit nervy can lose the entire plot. So, Smita, from that point of view, why don't you start? Then I'll talk about the preparation. But this
sure,
was one
sir.
of your major concerns, right?
Yes. So, sir, I think this will be a bit of a long thing also, but I want to definitely share my journey with everybody
Right,
here
right. Please
because
do.
I know a lot of students face what I was facing. And I'm very fortunate to have had that mentoring from you because it
Hmm.
was you who would be very blunt with me also sometimes. So, I'll start from there.
Yeah.
So, hi guys, Smita this side. I basically took my first attempt in 2017, and I back then I was using a very famous online course, GMAT, and they taught certain things which were not very necessary for the exam, but I don't know what they were preparing you for. That's when my friend Harjas, who also studied from Sandeep sir only, he recommended me top 1%. So I took the 1 hour demo session that everybody takes before joining the course. And that demo session was itself very eye opening. It was a shocking thing. I thought, ऐसे magic तो नहीं हो सकता है. And it seemed like magic, and I'm very sure it must have happened with you all also when you took that 1 hour demo. So after joining the course, I realized I was a very average student. I did not have that much aptitude. मतलब वो एक aptitude skills होता है, वो not everybody has that. You have to work
Mhm.
really hard for it. And I was working very hard for it. I did all the pre-work very rigorously, but I realized that I was very stressed. I was panicking, and sir in fact used to tell me that my accuracy had improved, but still I could not get the score that I wanted. I was struggling with the mocks. And when I talked to sir also told me that it's not the concept, Smita, it's just your anxiety. You are panicking and you need to work on this. And then I took the exam in the end of October, and I scored a 750. So I really realized that it was just the stress. Otherwise, SARS course provides you with all the material, everything that you need to have to be able to take the exam and score more than 750. I think my score is not indicative of what Sandeep sir can actually make you score, because sir can actually, you must be seeing so many 770s and 780s. This actually, this course is a factory of top scorers. Every day you will see a 770, 780. So from that lens, I think, so there are three tips that I want to
Yeah.
share with these people because
Mhm.
I think they helped me a lot in the second phase of my preparation.
Right.
So guys, first thing is you need to be consistent with your preparation, and I'm very sure Sandeep sir would have emphasized this a lot in his motivational webinars as well. He keeps saying कि पहले 30 days तक ना 3 hours पढ़ते रहो, then come to me and say to me that sir नहीं हो रहा है. Because I know I used to work for 14 hours a day, and my startup was going through the Series B fundraise, which is a very hectic process. And I used to be at office for 14 hours a day, but I made sure that I was giving 3 hours on the weekdays and 5 hours on the weekends. If you if you miss just one day also, no, you go back by 2 3 days. That's how GMAT is like. You need to be very regular. And to all the working professionals, trust me, we understand your pain. We
Right.
know after office, before office, it gets very difficult, but you need to put in those morning hours or after work hours for you. So please write your why reason for GMAT very clearly. Otherwise, nobody can help you. So please take care of that part. Second part is, after scoring a 750, I have received many queries from people saying that is the top 1% course enough? I am telling you, even in 5 months, you can't complete the material that sir gives you. It's enough, and you don't need more than that. In fact, sir has prepared an action plan and a timetable for you, which literally spoon feeds all of us, that we need to do this A, B, and C, and we'd be done with our course. He exactly tells you what you need to do. And here I'm not full of praises for sir because we've been his students. We've seen the results for ourselves. We've seen so many people coming on the videos and sharing their phenomenal stories. You must have heard of one person who was a Hindi medium student going on to score a 770. So it's really his methodology and really the quantum of material that's available for us to study from. You exactly have the basics videos, then you have the level of questions you need to solve to cement your concepts, and then you also have the 700 to 800 level questions, which will make you feel that the exam is literally a cakewalk.
I remember, Smita, in your sentence correction, you reached almost 100% in the
Yes, sir.
700,
So, sir,
800.
I have written that also in one of the things that I would want to tell, and I'll come
Sure,
back
sure.
to that as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
The third tip is, Sir says a very nice thing that, guys, you can't give up. And I'm very sure Sir must have shared his own story also for that, that he took, I think, 8 years to build his RC and CR basics, and he's made that book for us now. So you only have to just cement your basics and focus on the questions, guys. And I'm telling you, I was as average as anybody ever can be. Trust me, I might have been from SRCC, as my LinkedIn profile says, but aptitude is a different ball game together. And you have to study hard. There is no smart work, there is no short work. You just have to study hard. You have to master the basics. This is one thing that Sandeep sir teaches us very nicely, that guys, don't rush through the concepts. You have a 3-month window, but you still can do the concepts really well. Then the practice becomes very easy for all of us. So please take care of that. That even if 100 questions are going wrong, and I'll tell you in my CR story that I was struggling even before even 5 days before the exam. But you have to put in, you have to practice a lot, and that exponentially increases one day, and you won't even realize that it's happened. So please don't give up. Even if your 50 questions go wrong, it does not matter. What matters is that you are still willing to put in that hard work, and then I'm very sure you'll succeed. You must have seen hundreds of stories here. So none of us who come here, in fact, even the 780 scorers, nobody is a star here. We all are just as you, and I'm sure that you guys will come here and speak just as we are speaking. In fact, I manifested this, guys, that one day Sandeep sir will be interviewing me here, and I will have a
Right.
750, 760. So you all can do it.
Yeah,
So
in
now
fact,
I think I would,
when you scored a 750, you texted, why didn't you reply? Is it really that bad because you see a
yes, sir.
770?
Yes, exactly. That's, and sir, even I think everybody here would know that whenever we are scoring, even when Harjas scored a 750, I remember he also messaged you the same
Right,
thing.
right, right.
That, sir, I know it's not a score that you can be very happy about, because you see 770s and 780s daily. So that's the feeling that we all have, that the 770 is so easy in top 1%. I'll just also share one thing with
Yeah, yeah,
all
please.
of you here. What, yesterday somebody called me, and I think he's now joined the live batch. He told me that if Sandeep sir is so good, then why is he not so famous? So I'll just say one thing: this man is addicted to spreading education. You all know his qualification, you all know the background, I'm sure we've read about it. So guys, just study, and koi material nahi use karna hai. Whatever he's given na, just make it your bible and do it. And attend his webinars that he sometimes do on Sundays. I'm telling you, that's the game changer. He would be doing a lot of webinars for GMAT general also, and he does not do it for money. So that's the game changer. You attend those 3-hour webinars, it will not be a time waste, even if you are in the final leg of your preparation. Now, not wasting much of your time, so should I go into
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
the section
please.
wise? Okay.
Absolutely, please. This helps
So,
quite.
starting with quant, guys, in 2017, when I took the exam, and 5 years later, now I've realized that quant has become tougher, and the normal OGs don't generally help us now. So, Sir has given you the basics video. So, all of you who are facing some problem with quants because we are not from engineering background or something, please go through the basics videos. Even those who are good with the quant concepts generally, please go through the basics videos. They really do help you revise those concepts again. Then we have the class sessions guide. Go through it, solve the questions, see Sir's videos, and just try to do one thing, because Sir has told, I don't know if he's repeated that, but in one live batch he told us that in quant you really need to solve those questions within 2 minutes, because otherwise the as many questions as you solve, it doesn't help. So what you should try to do is, and Sir gave this strategy to us in a very small batch, I think. He told us that for the first 30 seconds, don't please use your pen. Just see the question and make it up in your mind, if you can react to that question. And trust me, I did it for 15 days. I reduced my 2 minutes to 1 minute 30 seconds, and that helped me a lot, because I was facing a lot of problem in finishing the quant section. I used
Encasing,
to,
yes.
in the first 3 mocks, I could not solve beyond the 34th question. And when you leave the section unfinished, GMAT really does penalize you. So please try to reduce your reaction time. And even if you're not good with quant, it will help you. Just don't use your pen. It's not a step by step maths paper. It's a question exam where you can solve the answer using the options also. So please try to read the question and reduce your reaction time. That will help you a lot. The second thing in quant is, I think I faced was that I was making a lot of silly mistakes, and sir says in every quant class that if you're making silly mistakes, that's the worst thing. It can't get any worse then. So what I did was that sir has told us a method, and he'll tell you at the end of your preparation that you should make your error logs. And I was coloring my error logs wherever I was making a silly mistake and revising those before every mock. So I would genuinely say those things out loud that, okay, if it's written non-negative integer, you have to consider 0. So you can't be making those mistakes then. So please take care of your silly mistakes right from the beginning, because they don't just go away. You have to make sincere effort to get rid of them. So please take
Right.
care of your silly mistakes from the very beginning. And I could reduce my time of solving from 2 minutes to 1 minute 30 seconds. Obviously, in the easy questions, you take hardly 50 seconds. But for the difficult questions, I'm saying not using the pen really does help. And do it for a practice thing. Obviously, not in the exam, you have to do this. So
Right.
please try to do this. In verbal, I think my verbal was still much better than quant, but I in RC when I started, sir gives you in the pre-work to solve those 12 passages without
Mm.
reading the octave. I remember I scored a 27% accuracy in that. And I was completely numb because I thought that sir ko ye bol bhi nahi sakte hai ki itna accuracy aaya hai. And in
Mhm.
the class, everybody was facing that problem. But the moment I read Octave and I solved the other 12 passages, I realized that my accuracy has itself improved to 85%. That's how strong Octave is. If you can really cement those OCT, how you have to see the opinion and on the contradiction words and the tone, guys, you are 85% sorted. Please do it for first 100 to 250 passages. And trust me, don't even reduce it by one number. Please do it for 250 to 250 passages, and Octave will genuinely help you a lot. It won't be very evident to you. You might feel कि हम consciously नहीं use कर रहे हैं, इसलिए sir बोलते हैं कि please alarm लगा के रखो कि after 2 passages don't forget that you have to use Octave. Please use it
Right.
consciously. The second thing is, in RC, elimination is the best strategy. प्लीज जो सर ने बोला है सुपरलेटिव्स नहीं होने चाहिए, उसको ये मत सोचो कि ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है, बिकॉज अ लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स एंड इंक्लूडिंग मी वी वुड क्वेश्चन सर कि सर ये तो नहीं हो सकता है, हाउ कैन वी जस्ट एलिमिनेट अ क्वेश्चन. And these are the techniques that he's built over time, so he knows what he's teaching you and they help you a lot. I am telling you, I took out my ESR report and my RC was 100% accuracy.
Oh
So
wow,
I can
that I did not
certainly
know.
tell you,
Superb.
yes, sir. So
Superb.
I can certainly tell you, and I was struggling with RC, but first 250 to 300 passages is what you need. After that, RC is literally a cakewalk. The third thing that I wanted to share in RC is, because कई बार हम लोग वो भूल जाते हैं, is the awareness videos. And I was literally not counting them. I did not realize that they are the most important videos. You have to see them, guys. It makes your understanding of the RCs very easy. Apart from the awareness videos, I remember Sandeep sir had told us that if you find a topic very difficult, please see a 5 to 6 minute video of that on YouTube. It helps you. And I'll share my personal example. मुझे earthquake passages में problem आता था, and in 700 to 800 level question passages, there are 3 to 4 passages of earthquake, and I would not be able to score. I would not be able to mark all the questions correct. So I just saw an earthquake video and a volcano video. And sir, you won't believe me, in the exam, an earthquake passage came, which was an 800 level passage. I could
Mhm.
not understand the language at all, but I knew what the passage is speaking about because I knew
Mhm.
what are tectonic plates, what are deep earthquakes, and I marked all the questions correct.
And you
So
got
while the
100%
language was
accuracy,
so
so it means
difficult,
you got
while the
everything right.
language was so, yeah, exactly. While the language was so difficult, and trust me, no online course tells you to do all this. They make you write those summaries, they make you understand all unnecessary things. But this earthquake thing made me realize how important these techniques are, and you need to listen to every word that sir says. Because after a point, not just the concepts help, you have to master certain things to be able to score well in the exam.
Right.
And these awareness videos did exactly that part.
Right.
In CR, I'll come to CR, I think at the end, because that was a troublesome area for me. In sentence
Mm,
correction, guys, read those two PPTs. Please read the rules, the first 45 pages of that SC 100, and please solve those 200 questions by writing exactly why an answer option is wrong. Don't miss that part of the process. I reached to 100% accuracy immediately post doing that. Like immediately after that, I was at 100% accuracy. And I'm telling you, I solved each and every question of 700 to 800 level, because I wanted to make sure that I'm in SC, I solve every question in 25 seconds. And I reached that part. I was solving every SC question within 25 seconds. And I
that's
would literally ask my
fabulous.
friends,
Yeah.
and sir, I would ask my friends to give me the most difficult questions that they have seen,
Mm,
and they would send it to me on phone, and I would solve it within 25 seconds. That's how strong the process is, that after doing those 200 questions, you know that you have to just vertically and horizontally
mm,
scan. It's okay that in certain difficult questions, I think the meaning clarity also helps, but it is
mm,
not that much. It will become very easy, because in OG, I remember in the advanced OG, there are certain questions in which meaning plays a lot of role. And there also you'll feel it becomes a cakewalk after you've done those 200 questions and you've written the reason for every option. Please
right.
don't miss those steps. These are very important steps. We don't realize their importance once you are doing it. We want to
Mm,
complete the preparation in 2 months, we want to write the exam, but it doesn't help that way. Why do you want to take so many attempts?
mm,
And trust me, because I'm somebody who has had anxiety issues because of this exam, I know that the second attempt is more difficult. You
mm,
always have that thing in mind ki phir se nahi aayenge marks. You
mhm.
feel that, you feel very nervous when you're sitting on the seat. So please, given the 4 months to yourself and study in that time, and एक ही attempt में निकलेगा,
Yeah.
कोई problem ही नहीं है. Coming to CR में I was very strong in the inference, in the boldface. Boldface का तो sir has a very 30-second solution thing. You read that, you'll be sorted on boldface. I was very strong at inference, assumption, and boldface. But I faced a lot of problem in strengthen and weakener questions. And sir says also in strengtheners, it's generally difficult because the mind is not prepared to strengthen things.
Mm, mhm.
So I faced a lot of problem there. And I was facing this problem, I think 10 days before the exam also. I reached out to
Mm,
sir, I reached out to the faculty. And sir had said in one of his videos that, guys, elimination is the key. In
mm,
CR and RC, elimination is the key. That's when I realized that I have to do this, because I had to crack the exam. There was
mm.
no other option. I just wanted to do it. And guys,
Right.
after 50, I think I marked all 50 answers incorrect for the 700 to 800. It was not for the easy questions. I was sorted on the easy question. The
Mm,
concepts were fine. There is a book in the 700 to 800, and I was marking all the strengthener questions incorrectly. That's when
mm,
I realized that I don't have to do anything. I just have to eliminate the options. And for every question, I was taking 1 minute and only eliminating the options. And you won't trust me
mm.
that for the next 50 questions, all went correct. And it doesn't happen with you in the 700 to 800. CR does trouble you.
Right. Right.
So for CR and RC, I forgot a thing. In RC, you have to do long sittings that help a lot. They prepare your mind. They prepare your mind to sit in one place and study for the exam. So please do long sittings of RC and CR. Please solve 50 to 60 passages in one day. Even if you're sleepy, keep solving them.
Yeah. This
We
is, by
have
the way,
you.
towards the end of the preparation.
Yes, sir.
Just
Towards the end of the preparation, I think I did. It was from the 5th day to the 0th day. I did 3 days of long practice of RC.
and you did about 50 odd passes every day, like
Sir,
so.
I did about 75 odd passages. I also solved LSAT passages, because in RC I did not. आपने अपनी book में एक जगह लिखा है, RC is one thing that can make or
Mm,
break your score.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So I knew that this can't go wrong because it makes your 4 questions go wrong in a row if you've not
Right. Right.
understood the passage. And that's why I
Absolutely.
did LSAT passages also. And sir
Super.
gives
But
you those LSAT passages as well, guys. So the material is sufficient. Everything is there. Sir tells you just follow the steps. If you're really sincere about the GMAT, then this is the process that you have to follow. There's nothing else. In fact, so many people are calling me these days to understand कि sir कैसे पढ़ाते हैं. वो आपको ना फर्स्ट एक्सेल से ही पता चल जाएगा. It's so methodological that he tells you exactly what you have to do, and you just have to do it. Please fall in love with the process. and you will be able to crack it. We are not stars. We all were as average as you guys are, or probably you guys are more intelligent or something, but you can do this. So don't give up. Everything is there. Just all the best. Sir, anything that you would want to ask me now, because I've spoken a lot?
Just that, was there anything unusual on the exam? If you feel, was there anything that you felt was
Sir, this is
unusual?
one question I think you ask everybody, and I used to
That's
think
right.
ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है GMAT में, that there was nothing. But I'm telling you, I think in quant I exactly knew that which two questions I did wrong, because I,
Mhm.
again, the mind was not able to process. But otherwise, till the very end, there was no unusual question. That was the
Okay.
best part, that you exactly knew what these questions, and you were able to mark them. You knew that you're marking the correct answer. So there was nothing unusual. We had solved all those types of questions. In fact, you see that RC passage, a similar passage coming with a very
Right, right,
different, difficult language. So it does tell you that the material is sufficient. I did
right.
not face even a single question where I could see that ऐसा तो sir ने कुछ पढ़ाया ही नहीं.
Mhm.
So that I could
So
not.
you ordered your ASR. Where do you think probably a cup, let's say 20 or 30 points were lost? I'm just asking the other way around.
So I think in verbal there was a CR question which where I took a lot of time, and just in the rush I marked two answers wrong. So I'm very sure
Okay.
that in verbal I have a V41. I could have easily done a V43, V44 if I hadn't panicked in the last two questions. There
Okay.
were these CR questions. The CR questions came, and
Mhm.
उसी में मुझे panic हुआ.
Mhm. But otherwise, I mean, it could have been done had you not been
Yes, sir.
panicking.
I think 750 is not a score that people here should be aiming for. So
Mhm.
that I would very clear that I could very, very nicely say that people here can aim for a 770, 780, because exam does seem a cakewalk after solving all your questions. In quant as well, I'll tell you, there was a very long question that came in my exam.
Mhm.
And that's why, because I know that two of my questions went wrong. One, I could not solve within 2 minutes. So I just
Mhm.
guessed it and marked it and moved on. But there was one long question which was very easy.
Mhm. But it was
but
so long. What?
but वो read करने में ही then I panic कि नहीं ये तो नहीं हो पाएगा. And it's a game of nerves, guys. Sir has always been telling me that, and this is where you lose. So sir, I exactly know where I have lost this battle and got
No,
down
you've
to a
not
7.
lost. I think your score is
But sir,
extremely
that, like, we,
competitive.
your student, we want to aim for a 770, 780. That's
That's
the
right.
that's the
Understandable.
thing.
Right. So now I think you'll be busy applying
Yes,
because
sir,
you
right
waited
now.
long. Right,
Yes,
right.
yes.
All right, Smita. Thanks a lot for your
Thank
time.
you,
And I know
sir.
you've been busy and traveling. So really, really thanks a lot. We'll continue the conversation
Yes,
later.
sir.
Right.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much, sir.
Right.
Bye.